Talking about the infinite banking concept, family banking, private family banking, bank on yourself, whatever you want to call it, whatever other people on videos and books call it. Really though, who is this good for and who is it not good for? So there's kind of two big categories of people that should do this. One is if you're doing this personally, so usually it's for your family. The other is if you're doing it corporately, so you've got a business and you're doing it inside your company. So who should do this? This is a great strategy for people who have financial stability in their lives and can commit to a long-term savings plan. And I mean long-term savings plan of a minimum about $1,000 a month for at least the next 10 years, where that's not going to be a problem for you. Who should not do this? If that sounds scary to you and sounds like something that's not something you want to sign up for, then you shouldn't sign up for it. This is a great strategy for business owners that keep retained earnings in their company every year. And even more ideally, you keep the retained earnings and you push them up to your holding company. So you want to have a holding company. And then what that does is it allows you to keep the cash in the company. It allows you to earn a return on those funds while not being subjected to high taxes. And especially here in Canada, we've got these new passive income rules, so this doesn't get affected by those passive income rules. It allows you to keep liquidity too, right? So as a business owner, you don't want to tie up your cash. You need cash for, well, we just had a pandemic. A lot of business owners needed cash to get through that. It also allows you to build a retirement plan inside your company. And eventually, if you want to pass this down to your kids or to a charity of your choice, this is one of the most tax efficient ways and fastest ways to do it. So the business owner really should have consistency of revenues and consistency of profit and a reasonable expectation that they're going to be saving high retained earnings into their company every year. And especially this works really well for people who have really high margin businesses and not a huge ability to go out and get more expenses. So that's really who should be doing it, whether you're doing it personally or in your company. That's what kind of your basic wants to be. Who is this not good for? Who should absolutely stay away from this strategy? And just because you're staying away from it now doesn't mean that this might not work for you in the future. But this is absolutely not a good strategy for someone who's not in a good financial situation, or someone who's got lots of debt, or somebody who doesn't have good savings habits. So I know here on YouTube and on the internet, everybody's always telling you that this is like the greatest thing ever and that everybody should do this, but really you shouldn't if you're not in a good financial situation. I don't want to gas you up and tell you that this is going to like deliver a unicorn to your house with Amazon Prime tomorrow, right? Some people really shouldn't do this strategy until they sort out a lot of other negative financial factors in their lives. So for just a basic easy number to go with, if you're an adult and you can't commit to saving at least $1,000 a month for every month for the next 10 years, this is not a strategy you should do. And most of our clients are saving like way more than that, right? Like people doing $50,000, $100,000, $250,000, even $500,000 a year. Like that's the kind of numbers that you really want to do to make this work for you. If you've got kids, lower numbers work great. So for child, you can work with much lower numbers, like save $100 a month or $200 a month or $500 a month. And then there, usually what we're doing is we're setting them up for 20 years because we're usually setting it up for kids right when they're born, and we're setting it up so that the parents stop paying when the kids are around 20 years. But we've got tons of flexibility. But that's really recap of the video today. Who's it good for? People with a family who can commit to saving at least $1,000 a month for the next 10 years. Great strategy. Business owners who have a holding company, who are consistently saving retained earnings inside their company. Great strategy. Who's it not good for? People who are in a bad financial situation. We've got tons of videos on this strategy, so please watch the other ones. And then when you're ready, if you think that this is something that could work for you, please reach out to us. We're very happy to chat. Our website is safepacific.com, and you can see it linked below. And then while you're looking at that link below, also hit a like and hit a subscribe so you don't miss any of these future videos that we put up.